Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Let me get adjusted on YouTube and Instagram so I'm not looking like I'm looking too far away. We are streaming on YouTube and Instagram. So, hello, everyone. How are y'all doing? I'll give everybody a few minutes to come on in. How's the weather where you're at? Put that in the comment. How is the weather? I hope everyone is doing okay. I know we had some tropical storm weather that was coming in for our northern friends, our northern gardeners. So I just wanted to check on you. Let me know how you're doing. And then also let me know where you are at as you are coming in. So we're giving everyone a few more seconds, and let me go ahead and adjust myself. Sunny and clear in Virginia. That is good. I'm so glad to hear that. So glad to hear that. Okay, so I see we have people coming in on YouTube, and we'll give a few more seconds for all of our Instagram friends. But I wanted to share with you all. Hello, Homestead in the Hood. How are you? We've been starting seeds, but I wanted to share with you some quick crops that we're going to go ahead and get started today. It looks like it is about to rain, and I think the rain is expected around 3 o'clock today, on and off until the night. So what I'm going to do is go out. I'll probably end up going out, grabbing some seed starting mix, and like go up under the garage and still be able to plant them, because the seeds that we're starting this week, they're all inside, because we still have weather in the upper 80s, lower 90s. So I don't want them to prematurely go to seed with it still being so hot. So all of the other ones that we started last week, they have germinated. They're doing really good, except for the Johnny Jump Ups, but that's about 7 to 14 days germination. But all of our collards and kale, they've all sprouted. Great germination rate. That's why I always suggest find a good seed company with a good germination rate and go with them. And then I'm also testing out some of our seeds that we saved as well. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Let me go ahead and give quick housekeeping. So if you're new, thank you so much for joining us. If you know someone who's thinking about growing a garden, just started growing a garden, make sure you like and share this information with them as well. If you want to be notified every time we're going live, when we have specials, when we have deals, when we have freebies, make sure you text the word Let's Grow, LETSGROW, to 474747. That's Let's Grow to 474747. And then also, if you have yet to download the 5 Tips to a Flourishing Garden, this is like the basic training, what I call the basic training to starting a garden. Make sure you go ahead and download that. It is in the Instagram bio. It's in my Instagram bio. And on YouTube, once the video is done rendering, we'll go ahead and put the link for that as well. So I hope you all had a good weekend as people were coming in on Instagram and YouTube. I wanted to just check on you all. I know we had Friday some of our northern gardeners who were in the line of the tropical storm. I've been trying to see where it is, has it hit, but a couple of more friends that I knew had reached out and said they were preparing for it. So we've definitely been praying for everyone in the path of it. Just be careful and be safe while you're there, or while it does what it's going to do. I haven't checked on it lately. I checked on it last night, but I'll have to keep a check on it, because we do have a bunch of northerner friends that were in that path. So what I wanted to talk about, y'all, today, so Homestead in the Hood said it passed. Okay, great. Do you know if any damage? I guess I could go ahead and look once I get off, but I'm hoping it didn't do a lot of damage. We had some friends in New Jersey who were kind of getting ready for it, so I hope it didn't do a whole bunch of damage. But what we've been doing over the last few weeks is just really trying to think about, hello Betty, how are you? Just really trying to think about our fall garden. I told y'all before, it's really hard for me during this time because I'm looking outside now. I have bell peppers that are flourishing, the okra's still going, but that's okay. We still need to prep and start thinking. If you haven't started, just start thinking about it. I know we're all in different zones, so we start at different times. And so if you're on our text message list, even on Instagram, if you're ready to start seeds and you're not sure, make sure that you click the link in the bio and get the Seed Starting Masterclass, because it's going to go over all of that. I always tell people, just because I'm starting seeds right now doesn't mean it's time for you to start seeds. Or some people may have started seeds way before I have. So you definitely need to know that information. But this week when I get off, we are going to plant probably 3 things. I'm just kind of taking it slow. That way I can do some succession planning. Hello, how are you? But I want to do some succession planting just so that I'm not getting overwhelmed. So these are the seeds that I took out, getting ready to plant. And we planted this last year. It was a different variety. This is Bok Choy. So Bok Choy, they have all different types. I think they have one that's called Lee Rin Choy. And that one is just a little bit with the green stalks. It's more like this one right here is the Toy Choy variety. So it has like the white stalks. But I think the Lee Rin Choy, it has like the green stalks. And then I know it's like 3 or 4 different varieties of the Bok Choy. And then they have like the baby Bok Choy. But what I like about this, and this is why I titled it, hello Desi GT, how are you? This is why I titled it like Quick Growing Fall Crops, is because it's about 30 to 35 days from once the seed germinates to the maturity. So when you can start harvesting it, because what we have to realize as we're getting close to fall, going into the fall season, is our days are going to start getting shorter and it's going to start getting cooler. And sometimes the plant, just depending on where you're at, the plant growth is going to slow down. So those are all things that we have to think about, because when I plant my cabbage and when I plant my broccoli, a lot of those are between 60 and 80 days. But it may be a little bit over that as the weeks keep going by because our days are getting shorter. But that's why I said some quick fall crops. And the Bok Choy, like in about a month, you can start harvesting these. And these are really, really good. Just sauteed really quick with like mushrooms and onion. Maybe if you like a little soy sauce. Just like a nice quick meal. I do like these and I like seeing them grow in the garden. So we're going to start these. As soon as I get off of the live, I'm going to go ahead and get these under the grow lights, under the heating mat. So that's the first one. The second one is they have, y'all know where I'm going with it. I always have a lettuce blend. Y'all, I'm telling you, I should be like a lettuce connoisseur. Because I'll tell you about the other one that I'm going to do that's like, it's one of my favorites. But this one right here is a farmer's market blend. And so you get all different types in this one. But what I like about it is you can start harvesting between 21 and 45 days. Because a lot of times as they grow, a lot of the different lettuces you can harvest at like what they call the baby stage. So you can harvest it like at the baby leaf stage and still make a nice mixed salad for it. So I wanted to see on here which varieties that they have. They're just saying that they have 6 different lettuces. But what I will tell you is we grew this one last year in what I call our lettuce bowls. They were so pretty. And what I also like about this right here is you can, what I call leaf off, so you can go ahead, harvest from the outer leaves, but then that will, don't pull the whole plant. The plant can still continue to grow and then develop more leaves like from the inside. So that's why I like growing certain varieties of lettuce, because you can just walk out and you can go ahead and, just go ahead, get you some, and let the plant continue to grow. And so the last one, I'm in zone 9A. Should I grow this inside until, yeah. So what we're doing is we're starting all of this. I want to say it right. I'm just going to say IB Carrillo 4. All of these that we're starting today, we're starting them inside because we're in zone 8B, and it may be now if you have a shaded place that doesn't get a whole bunch of sun every for a long time, you may be okay. But for us, we're starting these inside, then we're going to harden them off, and then we're going to put them outside. And by the time we plant them outside, the weather should be cooling down, and it should be okay for us to go ahead and plant outside. But I'll tell you in a minute one more step that I'm going to take, because I mean sometimes it has been sometimes we can still have temperatures in the 80s and the 90s, like September, October. So it really doesn't cool down for us. I think, was it last year or the year before last, it was like 76 on Christmas. Like, we really don't see cool weather till January and February. But I'll tell you another step that I'm going to take in just a second to just try to make sure that when I do plant them out in the garden or out in the containers, that they don't go to seed. So the other one I have to find in my seed, I really have to get organized with my seeds, because I ordered some more seeds. And so now I like to, let me show y'all what I like to store my seeds in. And I like to label them just to kind of know what I'm doing. Hello, pretty little blooms. How are you? But before I show y'all, okay, so the next one is arugula, and that's a lettuce as well. But arugula, if you have not tried it, just try it. I won't say try it alone. Try it with something like this and mix a little bit of arugula in there, because it gives you like a little spicy, peppery bite that I don't know. I just have come to love this. And even when I'm not growing it, when I go to the grocery store in the produce department, I still like pick up a pack of arugula just to add with the mixed salad that I'll be making for the week. It's a different taste. But that is a quick growing crop as well. It'll be about 21 to 30 days. Hello, Angela, how are you? But these are just all quick, all of your lettuces, some of your kales, and the bok choy. They're going to be some quick growing crops that you can plant, get in, and start harvesting them in about 4 to 6 weeks. So let me show you how I store my seeds so that I can kind of keep up with them. But again, we had some more that we got. And it's those photo storage boxes. You all may have one. I have it right here. Let me grab it really quick. I don't want to mess anything back up because we've been straightening up around here. Okay, so I may have to stand up if y'all can see these. So they're just the photo storage boxes, but they come with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 8 on each side. And so what I do is I just like put my seeds in here like this, and I label them just to kind of keep up with them. So they're really for photos. They're for storing photos, but I use them and put my seed packages in here, and I just label them so that I can keep everything together and it just won't be like all over the place. So we store these like in the closet. I have a closet, I put them in, but it's the photo storage boxes that you can find like at your craft stores. And so that's what we use to store all of our seeds in. And so I can just pull them out and just go ahead and do this. And then I'll give y'all another bonus that I like doing inside, and y'all comment below. Let me know if you grow them as well. But I like growing, I'm unable to read the seed's name or company. Okay, so let me go back really quick. So I will tell you some of my top companies that I like to get seeds from is Baker Creek Seeds, Johnny Seeds, Renee's Garden, is it? And then botanical interest and park seed. I really like park seed. But those are like some of my top ones that every time I've planted something, I really don't have a problem with the germination. So, but I still go to the garden centers. Hello, Yankee sister. I was just thinking about you. We were checking on all of our northern gardener friends. So I'm so glad to see you on here and hear that everything has passed. So I am glad to see that. So these two that I put up here are botanical interest. They're by botanical interest. And then the arugula that I have is from Johnny C's. But like I said, there are other places that I try or have tried before, and they're good. But this is just like some of my top favorites. Fast shipping, and just great germination rate. So just find out some of the seed companies that you like. And then I also look at the different varieties that they have. Like I like Baker Creek because it's a lot of different varieties that I can't find anywhere else, because I think their actual web address is like rareseeds.com. So if you're looking to grow something different, I always use the term pink celery. Definitely check them out. I think I just ordered like a red celery from them. But just find out which ones that you like. But here's a quick bonus. And again, in the comments, y'all let me know if you grow these. But I also like to grow inside microgreens and like the sprouts. And they literally take about 7 days or less. And they have a nice sprout mix. Let me show y'all that real quick. I think it's the same company, and I'm hoping I can get to it. Let me just see if it's in the right place, because I did say I was going to start some sprouts real quick. Let's see. Okay, so it may be in the other room. But I don't want to hold y'all up by keep getting up. But it's still by botanical interest as well, but it's like a sandwich sprout mix. So we do like the sprouts in like a sprout thing that I have, but they're so easy to do, and I think it's also fun for kids too. But you just basically, in about, like I said, in between 4 to 7 days, you have sprouts. Same thing for microgreens. You can have that. So that's a bonus too. Like if you're just looking for something quick to grow and to use, and these you can grow inside, because the sprouts, they don't need like any light. They actually want you to keep it out of sunlight. And then once they start sprouting, I mean, you can like move them to where it's light, but they don't need like the light from the sun in order to grow. That's for the sprouts. Now the microgreens, once they germinate, you do want to put them up under some strong light, or if you want to grow them outside, you can do that as well. But the first few days, you can go ahead and like do it in the because I cover the microgreens first. I cover them, and then once they start to germinate, then I'll take them out and put them up under light. But those are some really quick things that you can grow. And the microgreens and the sprouts, you can grow all year round. Hello, Tara. How are you? Yeah, we're so glad to have Yankee Sister with us. Hello, everyone. Per person one, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the family. So I'm just going to go over a few more things, but we'll just recap. Hello, Sifting Some Soil 55. How are you? So we'll just recap. Like, if you're thinking about starting a garden, or if you are the fall garden, then go ahead. And if you want to just do some quick crops. So the first one we talked about was the lettuce. Y'all know I'm always going to do my lettuce. Most lettuce, you can start harvesting them within between 21 and 35, 40 days, just depending on the stage that you have it. I just purchased an indoor greenhouse. Now that's going to be nice. That's going to be very nice. That is going to be very nice. Also the Bok Choy right here. This is one that we're going to start as soon as I get off, because if you can see, it's 30 to 35 days. So again, for us, I'm starting them inside because it's still a little bit too warm. I'm going to harden them off, and then hopefully by the time they've hardened off for about a week, it'll be ready for them to plant, maybe mid-September, or maybe the 1st of September. No, this month is almost out, y'all. Let me look at the calendar. So probably in about 2 weeks, we're going to start hardening them off. Then we're going to go ahead and put them out. So I will say about mid-September. The weather is still kind of cool, or it's still kind of hot, but it's going to be cooling down. So I said I was going to give a bonus, like for some of us who are in the warmer zone. So this is what I do. Like if it's still hot, but I got to go ahead and get things in the ground, what I'll do, if it's still like upper 80s, 90s, I will go ahead and use some hoops and put my shade cloth on some of these fall crops, just so that they don't receive that beaming, the hot sun. So I'll put shade cloth on them and let them continue to grow until it cools off just a little bit. So that's a trick that I always do, because we don't know the weather. But I am going to sit down because I got my Farmer's Almanac for 2022. So I'm just going to sit down and read it and just see what they forecast, the weather, how it's going to be this fall, how it's going to be this winter, because we definitely had a rainy summer this season. Still looking cloudy out there. I think it's supposed to rain today, but those are all things that we think about. But if you just want to start something, and these are all easy crops too, like you can literally start these in containers. Y'all know I have those like salad bowls that are just like, it's just like a big bowl, and it's only about 8 or 9 inches deep, so it's not very deep. And you can start something like that in there. The arugula, the bok choy, you can start there, because a lot of the lettuce crops, they're not deep rooted plants, so you don't need like a whole bunch as far as the depth. So you can start them in containers. Just get started. That's the thing. Just get started and supplement, because I know a lot of us have been enjoying not having to buy tomatoes and cucumbers and bell peppers and okra and things like that. And so what I've been trying to do is freeze some, and I really need to probably can some peppers and some beans. But now I'm going to enjoy not having to buy leafy greens. So, I mean, that, and I think that's what the garden season about. Like when you really think about it, it's made for us to grow, put up, for the fall, winter. I mean, it's a really beautiful cycle. It is. Once you learn how to do it, it really is a nice cycle to do. So let's see, I'm starting seeds outside and indoors. The ones outside are leggy. The ones indoors are doing fine. Yes. I think it just depending on, I still have a couple of more unused places, because we start a lot of ours on the heating mats. And so I may have to end up just starting some outside, but we'll see how it does. But I just want to be prepped and prepared for this fall, because I know that once I start pulling a bunch of things, I just want to have something there to go. So I see a lot of us are starting to think about fall, planting for fall. Wow. Oh my gosh. Can 20 quarts of dried beans before the storm. Oh my God. So you were busy. You, Yankee sister, you were busy. 20 quarts of dry beans before the storm. Wow. That's a lot. And here I am looking at my harvest like, okay, I got to do something. I got to do something. But we did make a good sauce, a good tomato sauce with all of the tomatoes the other day, and it really tasted good. We used some of our fresh herbs that we grew in the garden, and it just makes it that much more beautiful. Just being able to do that. So again, y'all, make sure you like and share. Make sure you tell someone. I mean, Y'all know I talk so much where even if you think you don't want to grow, I'll talk you into growing. I'll talk you into growing. But just start something. Lettuce is a very easy crop. Bok choy, very easy. And you see, it doesn't take long. So let's just get started. Let's think about our fall. That's still a lot. 20 pints. That's still, I mean, 20 pints, 20 quarts. That's still busy. That's being. I know it took you some time, and I gotta pull. Yeah, I know it took you some time. Now I feel bad because I'm like, oh my gosh, I really gotta get started. But we're right where we need to be. We're not behind. We're doing everything. We're right where we need to be. So let's just keep on encouraging each other and let's keep growing. The only seeds I have dropped so far are my collards and cabbage. And see, that's good because those are some of the ones, depending on the variety, they take a little bit longer. So that is great that you've already started. I looked at a red cabbage today and it said 85 days. And I'm like, ooh, I need to go ahead and start with that too, as well. And broccoli. I'm not a broccoli lover, but my family likes broccoli, so that's why I grow it. And I think that particular variety was like around 85 days as well. So I'm thinking about, today's date and the calendar. And those are the things that we have to do just to make sure that we have enough time as the days start to get shorter and the temps start to get cooler. So, thank you all so much for joining me today with the 3 crops that we're going to get started. I'm going to go ahead before it looks like it's going to pour down. Go ahead and get my seed starting mix, and we're going to get those started. You all be safe this week, and remember, every Monday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every Friday 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then text the word "Let's Grow" to 474747 so that you can be notified every time we go live. And happy gardening, y'all. I'm gonna go out here and get started. Follow us on Instagram because I put more day-to-day stories on there about what we're doing in the garden, how we're harvesting, what we're making with our harvest. So also make sure you follow us over there. So you all take care, and we'll talk again soon. Bye, y'all.